really short video today. I just find that a lot of people overstress on the ease that is life. Because once again, all the answers could be found in the Bible. And when it comes to adulting, the subject of doing responsibilities, having a mindset, achieving for more, all of that kind of encapsulation, it all is found in the Bible. So let's read this Bible verse, Ecclesiastes 2:24. A person can do nothing better than to eat and drink and find satisfaction in their own toil. So notice how it says, eat, drink, right? Then you'll have fun and you'll have satisfaction in your own toil, in your own work. This too I see is from the hand of God, for without him, who can eat or find enjoyment? Basically, live life, have fun living life, and enjoy working, because we're all going to have to work. This goes back to Adam and Eve, where he curses man to work for his food. And that's so obvious, right? Like, honestly, if you want to adult, then find satisfaction in your work. It's literally God's word. So let's get into this whole red pill scenario. I know red pill is more dating, stuff like that, but it does encapsulate, it does have a lot of lessons in terms of achieving more. And it gave me this direction of, let me strive for better things, let me become a better person. And I'll get into why that was wrong, or at least the messenger was wrong in it. So with the red pill, we have a lot of mindset, motivational, ambitious kind of attitude that it gives you, right? Become a better person and women will end up chasing you. Strive for better things and you'll end up at a very respectable place. All of that kind of mess. And red pill also gives you several goals to attain. Be handsome, have a six-pack, work out, be financially stable, have $10,000 a month. That always seems to be one of their goals, but yeah, have $10,000 a month. So the red pill, what it does is it gives you a false sense of direction, because yes, it's pointing at a good place, but it's doing that trying to monetize the loneliness of male who can't realistically achieve this. Because once again, statistically speaking, not everybody, even if we all try to, no, not everybody can achieve these kind of stats. And the reality is we should just enjoy our work and find things to eat and drink and be happy. Right? So yes, this is good advice. Red pill is good advice. However, it becomes evil because everything that I just said, although it sounded virtuous, although it sounded to a good sense of direction, although it sounded like this was very wholesome thing to do, we all know that the people giving this advice, the people who are accepting this advice from those red pill manosphere kind of mentors, they're all corrupt. They're all doing it because of the validation of women. They're all doing it because they have a superiority complex. They're all doing it just to get some fake sense of riches. They're all doing it because they want respect from other people and they're insecure. And that's when it becomes corrupt. That's when it becomes evil. That's when monetizing to people, to the masses, is a disgusting thing, right? Because all of this, although it's good, because notice, all that I have just said right now, your mindset becoming better, becoming more ambitious, having goals, having a sense of direction, all of that is good. And yet, it's all evil because it's separated from God. It is not doing things towards God. And that's when humanity, that's when people become corrupt. So let's go back to that Bible verse. Enjoy your toil, right? Eat and drink. From this is from the hand of God. So God gave you this and you have to enjoy it for God. For without him, who can eat or find enjoyment? Without God, there is no enjoyment. Without God, you're separated from goodness, and so you become corrupt. And all this red pill mindset, all this ambition of adulting, of becoming a dog, sort of grinding away, it is evil because it is separated from God. And I'd even take it a step further that these mentors who are giving you this advice of go become a better person, go chase excellence because women will chase you, they're false prophets because they're doing this advice. Although it sounds good, they're doing it without God. They're giving you a direction that is godless. And that's exactly what a false prophet is. It is closely aligned to virtue and yet totally skews you away from what is the reality of righteousness, which is God. So let's talk about false prophets. Deuteronomy 18:20. But a prophet might say something that I did not tell him to say, and he might tell people that he is speaking for God. If this happens, this prophet must be killed. Also, a prophet might come that speaks for other gods. Notice how I have that underlined. They're speaking for other gods. These mentors, these people who are telling you how to adult, these people who are giving you directions, they're not speaking for God. They're speaking for money, for other gods. They're speaking to get women. Women is their God. They're speaking to get respect. Validation is their God. Ego is their God. Egocentrism, right? They're their own gods. So they're false prophets in the sense of they want to all come off as righteousness. They all want to come off as virtuous, but yet they're not aligned with God, and they're speaking for other gods. You might be thinking, how do we know if something is a prophet says is not from the Lord? Well, if the prophet says he is speaking for the Lord, but what he says does not happen, you will know that the Lord did not say it. If you will know that the prophet was speaking of his own ideas, you don't need to be afraid of him. And what do we see here? We see that these people, these mentors, these guys giving you directions, although it's good, they're not speaking from God, so it doesn't come true, right? And that's what we gotta see here. That's where we have to not fall for this false prophet, not fall for this false sense of direction that is godless. And I'm no different. I fell for this too. I was watching all of those red pillars too. I was striving for getting more girls. I was striving for getting more money so that so that girls can chase me. I was striving for this manipulative tactic of becoming this ambitious person just so I can get respect from others. And that's good. That's good, once again. But it's evil because it comes from the wrong source. It doesn't come from God. Jeremiah 23:16. Do not listen to what prophets are prophesying to you. They will fill you with false hopes. They will speak visions from their own minds. Once again, we see that here. We see that when we have these false mentors giving you a false sense of direction, trying to chase a false sense that isn't God, they're filling you with false hopes. They're speaking from their own minds, not from the mouth of the Lord. Right? And it should upset you that you're falling for this. Because now zooming out, after I fell myself for these tactics, after I was left without a direction, after I was left, heartbroken and lonely, I started following these people and it worked. But the thing is, it made me bitter towards the world. I was dating just for the validation of women. Every woman was a stepping stone to another better woman. I was bitter about society because I thought everybody would cheat. I thought everybody was innately evil. And the worst part is it separated me from God. So I now, because I practice so much sexual immorality, I chase too many girls. Now, if a girl were to text me, I would fold. Right? That's how easily I turn away from God. A woman can make me corrupt. That should be pathetic. And it all started because I wanted to do adulting the right way. I wanted this direction when the direction was super easy. It was right there in the Bible. Right? Eat and drink and find satisfaction in your work. So let's crack down on all of that. Let's crack down on what actually it means to adult, to find satisfaction in your work. Well, it should be easy. Ask yourself the question, do you enjoy your work? Do you have any purpose? And remember, this should be the criteria that you're with God. So firstly, follow God, right? Because then everything, all your morals, all your values will align. You'll know that although you're wrong, although you'll make mistakes, God is there with you. And now you can have a sense of purpose that is not corrupt from the world. So now you can find enjoyment in your work by knowing if it's aligned with God, if it gets you closer towards God, right? And thirdly, which is kind of a hidden gem that nobody really talks about, is optimize for success in a purposeful work. So if you have a job that you find purpose in, good. Optimize your success for that, but also optimize your enjoyment for it, right? Your work should be the intersection between passion, finances, and cultural relevancy. It's that easy, guys. It's what you're passionate for, what you're good at, what you love doing, crossed with how you can monetize that, all wrapped around what's relevant today. And now we're lucky enough that everything in this life is interconnected through social media, through things like YouTube, through the internet, that most things are culturally relevant. So let me give you a random example, right? Medieval armor repair, right? Making chainmail, making swords, stuff like that. If you have passion for it, then you can sell it because you can create an audience for it using social media, right? You have passion, you can make finance with it, and it's culturally relevant. It's that simple, guys. Enjoy your work.